Hey my friends, I hope you're having an awesome day. And for today's video, what I wanted to do was review all the different shapes that we've learned. Our 2D or two-dimensional shapes and our 3D, three-dimensional shapes. Let's start with the circle. Now, we know what a circle is. It's round. It has one curved outside, but technically it has 0 sides because it has no flat sides or straight sides. Some objects that are circles could include CDs, road signs, a picture of the earth, a clock face, various other things. Our next shape, our next two-dimensional shape, is the square. Now, the square has 4 sides, and the sides are all the same length. The square also has 4 corners. What are some things in our world that are square-shaped? Cheez-It crackers. Yeah. Or a waffle. I think I'm just hungry, friends. Moving on. Our next two-dimensional shape is the triangle. The triangle has 3 sides. Sometimes they can have different lengths. The triangle has 3 corners. What are some things in our world that are triangle-shaped? Ooh, how about the shape of a boat's sails? A slice of watermelon? Pizza? There's a musical instrument called a triangle. You actually hit it with a metal instrument and it makes really cool noise. Certain road signs are in the shape of a triangle. Ooh, what about the roof of a house? Sometimes. Moving on. Our next two-dimensional shape is the rectangle. Now the rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners, kind of like a square. The only difference is that it has 2 short sides that are the same length and 2 long sides that are also the same length. What are some objects in our world that have the rectangle shape? Ooh, how about the shape of a basketball court from the roof, looking down, or a chocolate bar, or a domino? Some suitcases could be rectangular shaped, or a building looking at it from the front, or a juice box from the front, right? Or a ruler or a notebook. Very good. Our next shape is the hexagon, a very cool shape. The hexagon has 6 sides and it has 6 corners. What are some things in our world that are shaped like a hexagon? Let's find out. Ooh, there's a hex nut that you can use to when you build things. You screw it onto a screw or a bolt. If you took a pencil and cut it with something really sharp and you looked at it, a cross section is what that's called, it has the shape of a hexagon. Also, the inside of snowflakes form a hexagon. And maybe a fish tank could also be shaped like a hexagon. Let's see our next one. Now, moving on to 3-dimensional shapes, 3D shapes. This first one is a cone. A cone has 1 flat side and then 1 curved side, right? And the flat side of a cone is circular. So it has 1 circular side. What are some things in our world that are shaped like cones? How about a funnel? Or maybe a carrot. A carrot is kind of shaped like a cone. Ooh, the top of a witch's hat. That's like a cone. A Christmas tree is cone-shaped. Oh, you have a party hat too. That's also a cone. And then you have also the traffic cone, right? Our next 3D shape, 3-dimensional shape, is the cylinder. The cylinder has 2 circular flat sides and 1 curved side that goes around the cylinder. What are some objects in our world that are shaped like cylinders? A cup, or maybe a log, or an aluminum can, or a drum. What about a battery? Coffee cup? And maybe a cake, if it's not shaped like a square. I've seen cylinder-shaped cakes, right? Our next three-dimensional shape is the cube. The cube has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it has 8 corners. 6 sides, 8 corners. What are some things in our world that are shaped like cubes? I feel like lots of things are shaped like cubes, but you have presents, building blocks, a Rubik's Cube. Some boxes are shaped like cubes. You have dice, or maybe a perfectly square-shaped ice cube could be a cube, right? Also, the counters that we use in class are also shaped like cubes. Good job. And our last three-dimensional shape that we'll look at is the sphere. And the sphere is a three-dimensional shape that has no flat sides, but it has one rounded side that goes all the way around the sphere, right? There are a lot of objects that have this shape. Let's take a look at a couple. A soccer ball, a basketball, the globe, right, our Earth. What about a Christmas ornament, or an orange, a balloon? Great job. All right, what I want to do now is I want to take a walk around the playground at our school and see which shapes that we just reviewed I can find on the playground. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your looking eyes on, and see how many shapes that you can spot, all right? And then when we get back, I'll show you the ones that I found, and we can talk about those, okay? I'll see you in a bit. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for going for a walk with me around the playground. And I hope so much that you're able to play on it soon and next year, hopefully, if you come here. So I wanted to share with you some of the shapes that I noticed while doing our walk. The first was the step that leads up to one of the slides. It's a rectangle, right? And it has circular shaped holes. So that's pretty cool. It has 2 of our shapes that we know. The next one was the shape that the bars were in on the climbing dome, and it made a triangle, right? It doesn't have the corners the same way as a normal triangle, but it still has that triangular shape, right? The next one was is a picture of the tubes that make one of the structures, the climbing structures, and those tubes are cylinders, right? Right. And next one is this tubular triangle shape, and it's one of the steps that goes up to one of the climbing platforms, and it makes a triangle. It has 3 sides. The next one is the standing platform of that climbing structure, and it was a bunch of circles, right? And those are called concentric circles. They build on each other. They go out and out and out, right? Very cool. And of course, there are the cones that separate the sections of the playground. You got a green and a blue cone there. And then the zip line toy has a handle that you hold on to, and it is also kind of in a triangular shape, right? And then I also noticed the circle alphabet, and there you can see the ABCs, and it has some little images put in there too of some different animals, and there's a butterfly and an elephant and a cat, it looks like, and some other things that we've learned about, which is very cool. And then also the bricks that build the school, that make the school, are in rectangular shape, right? So that's awesome. I wonder if you noticed all the shapes that I saw. I'll bet you saw even more than that. So great job today, friends. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you again real soon, okay? Bye-bye.